sleep.
History repeats itself over and over again. You hear that phrase all the time, and it's true if you pay attention to it. Makes you wonder, why do people want to erase history? Because they don't want you prepared for what's coming. It's not like, are you a psychic? No, you just read the trends of what's going on. The people that can predict the future are the ones that pay attention to history. The ones that are successful are the ones that pay attention to the historic trends of what's going to happen next, right? Some can do it, and many cannot. And that's what happens in youth soccer. We are in a hamster wheel of the same stuff, the same people in charge, and they just camouflage their messaging with something new. And that's what's going on. That's why we can't develop in this country. It's not about winning. You think it's about winning, but it's not. It's about messaging. And if they can create a message that triggers your brain to be like, oh, that's for my child, and you'll do anything for your child. You'll pay anything for your child. It's like buying an iPhone. Who would have thought that people would be spending $1,200 for a phone? Because they have to have it, whether they have the means or not. They'll pay it because it's shiny, it's new, it does things, and then you have it for a while, and then it slows down because they manipulate it and then force you to buy another phone. That's kind of like youth soccer. They create a shiny little toy for you, like MLS Next. We're part of MLS Next. Okay, it's going to be free, and you go, and it's not free, and then next thing you know, they have MLS Next 1 and 2, the B team, and then they're like, well, you can be on ECNL, and then you can go up MLS Next and back and forth, or depending what your economic circumstances are, you can do these things. This truck's all over me. Get off me, truck! Jeez. Anyways, we live in a hamster wheel of youth soccer, and I see it 30 years of watching it, and it's the same stuff. It's the same people in charge. They just disguise who's in charge. They'll rotate that, but it's the same people, and they keep doing the same thing. They just change the name, and by the time the parents are done putting their kids through soccer, then they realize, this was horrible. New set of parents already came up, and they keep changing the name. They keep changing the messaging so they can get the next group of parents to pay whatever, because you have to be part of this league or this acronym, or this is your only way, versus just be good and just be good. But we're going to fragment all the talent, and that's a problem. That's what youth soccer became. When money became involved, you had to have a paid coach, and then clubs are realizing, oh, we make a lot of money here, and a bunch of full-time jobs came up, and then it became more about protecting the bank account and the longevity of their staff and making the almighty dollar, which is, good. Make money. We're here to try to survive, right, with this horrible economy we're in, but we're doing it at the cost of who's the best. We don't put the best players on one team. We fragment it. It's whoever has the best messaging at the time, versus working together and having a plan of really elevating the top talent. That's what ODP was supposed to be, and it never became that. It's a joke. We need to identify the best talent. We need to elevate more within each state association or the region you're from. We have to identify who the best talent is. We know who it is, but they don't play on the same team. We need them to play on the same team. Yes, stay with your club and keep your coaches paid and make sure that they can keep their visas to stay in this country. I agree. That's what we should do. But let's elevate those players and put them on another team, like the state team, a real state. These are the best. But we don't do that. And if we keep the talent fragmented, we're never going to get better. It's impossible. That's why everyone thinks you have to go to some academy in Europe and stuff to elevate. That is true. You have to be around good talent. They have to have good players. All the players are good. And the rest is, it's a mental game. It's, how long can you maintain your ability to play at a high level? And that's what will separate, the talent. Yeah, that's pushing the envelope. We don't do that here. If you don't have players that are pushing you in training and in game environment, if you're not on a team that's really good, how are you going to elevate? Oh, I know. I'm going to play for a club, and we're going to wear a jersey, and that makes us better, but then you have average players on your team. And then you lose some of your top players to another club that has average players. And we fragment everything. I don't know if any of this makes sense, but that's what I see, and we're going to keep doing it. In the old days, it was so competitive because we didn't have a big coach. Usually had a dad, but man, they went after. They call parents, all that stuff, and try to recruit and get the best talent just to win state cup, because it was about, winning. And he had more talent, and the talent developed itself. You didn't need a coach. Yes, coaching's important, but it's not more important than having the best players on one team. We're fragmented, and I get, it doesn't help everybody. It helps the 1%, and we need to elevate the one. We need the top players to play on the same team. Have to, if we want to elevate. Thank heavens I coach at Phoenix College, because I have the opportunity to put the best players on the field. I have a chance. That's why we're able to compete. Those are my thoughts today, and peace out. And this episode is brought to you by botsguy.com. Botsguy.com. Get a bot today. Make your website better than it was yesterday with botsguy.com. Peace out.